Oilers buzzing right around high and low and the puck, and they get it back to the line for McCauley. Feathers one down the boards to Pleskach. Pleskach moving into the circle, sends one through for Jubenville off the skate of Flat, and now Chinichny back on the near side point with it. Fakes a shot, gives one off to Jubenville. Minute 20 to go in the power play. Fisher shoots and scores! Fisher from the side of the net finds an opening over the shoulder of Boron and tucks it right underneath the bar. It's 1-0 Tulsa. Fisher found it. So now an offensive zone draw for the Oilers. Boris wins it back to the line for Nathan Lutz. Down into the corner for Boris. Draped all over him is Kenton Miller. Kicked along by Boris now, as he'll feed it back into the corner for Keg. He got hauled down as he tripped over the stick of Riem. O'Kane is there for the Oilers. Back in the middle for Boris. Loads up a wrist shot, and that one was tipped just wide of Boron. Here's Obermeyer into the corner for Keg. Shoving him in the back is Dalton Riem as Keg tries to get some leverage there on the Wichita defenseman. Now front they go. O'Kane shoots. He scores! Kyle O'Kane makes it 2-0 Tulsa. O'Kane from right on the doorstep. It came out of the corner. Boris with a blind backhand right to the front of the net. O'Kane with a backhander of his own as he slides it through Boron, and it's 2-zip Oilers. 8th of the year from Kyle O'Kane. Meyer will leave it behind the net for Nathan Lutz. Lutz to the red line for Keg. Lets it go off of his stick, and Trebish will control for Wichita. Miller making a controlled tight turn at the top of his own zone. Now up the right wing side, lets it go, and Obermeyer is on it there for Tulsa. Obermeyer looking to get one through to O'Kane. It went off of Miller instead, and Miller will leave one there for Lowe. Lowe with a sharp angle shot. He scores. Ian Lowe banks it in off the arm of Kevin Carr as it squeezes its way inside the post and into the back of the net. Meanwhile, the Oilers' penalty kill ranks 12th in the ECHL at 83.2%. So on the PK, on the Rusty Roberts bail bonds penalty kill for the first time tonight. Gauthier turning back with it to the near side boards. Pressured there by Fisher, and now gives it off in the corner to Kashirski. Kashirski across to Tulipov, a shot. Save made. Rebound, they score. Back to work in the corner. Keg there along with Lark. Keg shielding the puck away from Wilson. Goes back to Lark. Finally taken away from him by Riem and tipped back behind the net for Kashirski. Up the line but not out. Kept in there by Scott McCauley, but only for a moment as it's swept out to safety by Mike Wilson. McCauley will carry it right back into the middle for Boris. Boris moving in. A shot. He scores! John Boris has the Oilers back in front. It's 3-2 Tulsa. Very quick entry back into the Wichita zone by Scott McCauley as he fed it into the middle for Boris. Boris had Keg to his left, elected to shoot one, and he beats Boron over the right pad and underneath the blocker. The 6th, make it the 27th point of the season as he assisted on the second goal of the night. Another multi-point outing for John Boris. And the Montana native has given the Oilers a 3-2 lead. Sent in from the line by LaChance. Blockered aside by Boron. Oilers looking for more here as Mealy turns away, creates some space. Mealy goes back in front. What a setup! They score! Tommy to Steve. Mealy to Mealy. 4-2 Tulsa. Was that ever pretty? Tommy Mealy left two Thunder players in his wake. That created some space for Steve Mealy. One brother knew exactly where the other was going to be, and Mealy puts it over the glove of Boron into the upper corner. Face off to the right of Carr. Won by Kenton Miller. Kept in at the line by Trebish. Nobody over on the right wing for Wichita, and an easy clear for Jake Obermeyer. Bounces off of LaChance over to Ian Lowe, and now here's Miller. Miller looking to load up a wrister. Again, well defended by Obermeyer as he gave Miller absolutely nothing to shoot at. Loose at the side of the net, kicked away, and they score! Obermeyer continues to whack away at Flat. Sent across the formation, too high for Gauthier to knock out of midair, and Gauthier trying to pull it as he falls down and led ahead for Drew Fisher. Fisher will stop against the far wall in the neutral zone. Will make sure that he gets the puck deep, and then will beeline for the bench. 1:17 left in this Rusty Roberts bail bonds penalty kill. Nikita Kashirski sidestepping Tommy Mealy at the red line. Kashirski moving down, has a trailing man. A one-timer there by Wilson. They score. 26th in the ECHL at just 10.3%. McCauley off the face-off win to Chinichny. Chinichny back to McCauley. Got it over the stick of Walker as he goes into the circle for TJ Keg. Keg back across the formation now. Chinichny thought about shooting, instead goes to Keg. Keg again will not fire. Back to McCauley. He will shoot and he scores! Scott McCauley rips one on the power play. It's 5-3 Tulsa. And that is what the Oilers' power play needed. More pucks directed on net. Scott McCauley rearing back and leaning into one. Fought off there by Boron. Bouncing puck directed to the line. Lutz with a drive. Tipped again, and this one's wide of Boron back into the corner. Gauthier is free, and the Oilers are unable to connect on their most recent power play. They're now 2 for 5 on the evening. Still up 5-4 as we go under 10 minutes to play in the third period. Pleskach walking out front. He shoots and scores! Right out of the corner, Adam Pleskach makes it 6-4 Tulsa. Nathan Lutz working his way down the wall, left it there in the corner for Pleskach, ran a little interference on Riem. Pleskach, Chinichny will raise and fire. It was tipped high over the head of Boron. Keg off the far wall now, looking at his options, directing some traffic, sending Chinichny down. Chinichny gathers the pass in, back up to the point for McCauley, makes a quick turn away from Kenton Miller, now sends one through, shoulder save made by Boron, trying to fall to the side of his net. Instead it comes free for Fisher. Boron trying to get up, out front they go, they score! Tim Boron in a completely defeated and frustrated position, flat on his face on his own goal line. Adam Pleskach with his second of the night. Another power play goal for the Oilers makes it 7-4 Tulsa. Boron tried to dive on it at the side of his net, lost his stick, and he just couldn't get up.